See you shortly.
Okay, 27th of February, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora. Place to collect payment. Sorry, I'm late. To go to Leisle Nichse. Rashi says, why is there no place to collect? Because he has no property. He has no nechasim. Nichse means property to collect the debt from.
So this ox has already been tried for a capital case. Or has he?
Yeah, you're asking a question. Has he already been tried on the capital case? This is the sticky part that we got into last week that we didn't get out of.
Okay, shouldn't have asked.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Let's see.
Didn't we say something about that? So if he's already tried and found guilty, if the ox is tried and found guilty, then he's from that point he's worthless. And can't be used as compensation.
Yeah, that's what we said a few steps ago when we were explaining the different part of the Gemora. But over here, the Gemora is simply saying that this is a different answer. The Gemora is going in the answer, the owner ran away. And that's the reason why we see, you have to, what are we trying to do? We're trying to explain the words of the Brisa. The Brisa said that in regard to a shor muad, the proper procedure is to don first the case of the dine mominus, on this that the animal gored another animal, and then the owner of the animal will pay nezik sholem, will pay full compensation, and it won't be restricted to the value of the goring animal, because it's a shor muad, and the din of a shor muad is not like the din of a shor tam, which the din of a shor tam is that it only pays from the goof of the animal. We sell the animal and then use the proceeds to pay for the damages, and the owner of that animal doesn't have to pay any more than that. But over here, by a shor muad, we can take the compensation, full nezik payment for this goring animal, because this owner has been put on notice that his animal is a goring animal. He's a shor muad. He's an animal that gores. So he's got to take care of that he doesn't do that. And if he does, the owner's going to pay full damages. And not only that, he'll pay full damages from any property that he owns, not simply from the goof of the animal through selling the animal. So, okay, so in this case, we say that where he did monetary damage as well as killing a person, in that case, we first don the dinim mominus, and then the Brisa said, Chosrin v'dani no so b'dini nefoshes. Then only after having done the case of the mominus, then we done the case of the nefoshes, which is if the animal is found guilty, so then he'll be executed. Now, what we're concerned is what happened if in such a case that we have both a monetary issue and a dini nefashis issue, what happens if we reverse the order of the case? Kodmu b'danuhu dinin nefashis. The Beis Din, they judge the dinin nefashis case first. So then the Brisa says, Ein chosrin b'dani noso dinin in the momos. We don't go back and judge the monetary case afterwards. So the Gemora asks, why not? Why shouldn't we do that? Judge the monetary case. Because why? Because even if this shor muad is now going to be executed and he's worthless, but that doesn't present an obstacle to us to being able to judge the dinim mamonos case of a shor muad goring and causing monetary damage. Why? Because the obligation of the owner to pay for full nezik that his shor muad did is not restricted to the goof of the animal. It doesn't depend on how much the animal is worth. So on that, what did we say? So our first answer was, we said that we see that the Brisa goes like Shimon Atimni, that we have to have the weapon for the which is the animal that did the monetary damage. They have to make an evaluation. Is that animal capable of causing that amount of monetary damage to the other animal? That was the first answer that we had. And since we don't have the animal, because he's being the din, that's inu yadin, we can't delay that din in order to judge the din in Mamna's case. So therefore we have to go and since we did do the din in the Fash's case first, so we can't go back and do the din in Mamna's case. That was the first explanation. And now the second explanation is, we're saying that no, we don't need to say that this Brisa goes according to Shimon and Timni, that the Beis Din needs to make an evaluation. We can simply say that the Brisa goes even according to Rabbi Kiva, who doesn't require the Beis Din to do an evaluation of the animal to see if it was capable of causing that damage. We could get that information, I guess, from the witnesses. Okay, so therefore we said this answer though. What are we talking about? In other words, why is it therefore that the Brisa does say that if in this case the Beis Din judge the din in nefashos first, they cannot judge the din in mamonos case afterwards? Is kagon sheborach, the owner of the animal ran away. He ran away, and now we're trying to explain. So why does that answer that we now cannot do the case? So this is so now we got the background again. Hopefully we're back in the cheshbon of understanding what's going on over here. So in other words, that would be the answer to your question, Roy, that we're not talking about the fact that the animal is being executed is no longer a problem for us to judge the din in mamonos case. Now we're saying that it's not dependent upon the animal being a shor niskal anymore. We're saying it's because the owner is not there. He ran away. In the second answer. So he ran away. So Yeah, so so here it seems if we take a look at Rashi, let's read Rashi here. Lou, you want to read Rashi? Sof, the first narrow lines in Rashi on 91a.
Okay, sof, in the end.
Oh, I see what it is. Yes.
Ki lo de denohu dini nafshos me hechi mishis mishalem mishisalem ho'il barach. Okay, so in the end, since we do not judge the judgment of the capital case from here, he will pay since there's a bracha. I don't know what the last word here is. Uberach.
Oh, Barak, since the owner has fled, owner of the animal has fled.
Okay, that means to flee. Fled. Okay, so what did he say? He said, we don't judge the capital case here to make him pay because he fled. Mishtalem is to make him pay.
From where will the from where will
from where?
Mehecha is from where?
From where will he pay? Is that what it means?
From where will the victim be paid? It's a passive conjugation over here. From where will the victim be paid? Since the owner has since fled.
Okay, so I'm just trying to find where sof is in the oh, here, sof. But in the final analysis, from where will he be paid? So Rashi is just adding since the owner fled.
Yeah, this is yeah. Okay, so what do we have to say about this? It's a this section of the Gemora is a bit confusing to me. My confusion is that it seems from what the Gemora's question was that we're saying not like we did one step ago. One step ago, the answer that the Gemora originally gave was and Rashi was very careful over there to not tell us when he ran away. At what juncture in the case did he run away? And now I know why, because we all thought that, oh, certainly what we mean to say is is that he was there for the Dinei Nefashos case, which was judged first. That's what the Brisa said. We judged that case first, and then afterwards he ran away. And so now, since he ran away, we can't judge the Dinei Mamonos case because he's not there. And Rashi tells us that you can't impose an obligation on the owner of the animal if he's not there in the Bezdin at the time that they're judging the monetary case.
Why not?
That was,
Why
he
can't
has-
you attach his property?
no, in other words, he ran away before the case even started, so they haven't even received. He has to be there when they're receiving the testimony in the case. And
Why?
And,
Because he's the defendant?
yeah, he has to be there. He has to be there.
So why does Rashi say, talk about payment? It's not an issue of payment. It's an issue of they can't try the case.
Mhm.
The reason why they can't try the case is because they can't paskin that he's chayiv if he's not there for the Kabbalah's Edus when they're receiving the testimony in the case.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't understand how what you're saying is consistent with Rashi.
That's what Rashi said in Kagon Sheborach.
Kagun Shabara, where's that? So
That's the Rashi before the third wide line.
Kagun Shabara. Okay, so it says the owner is not liable.
Yeah, the footnote tells you that.
What footnote?
3.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm
So-
still confused. Why do we have the Sof Rashi if we already established the reason? What do I care about the payment if we can't have the court case in the first place? That's the reason.
Excuse me, what is the actual meaning of soft? End or something? Finish or?
In the final analysis.
Yeah.
If you look at the art scroll on 90A1, left-hand column, the bottom, it says, but in the final analysis.
Yes, but literally soft means the end, doesn't it?
End.
End, yeah. But yeah, okay, so it's which is equivalent to final analysis. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, so what's confusing over here is that Sof is talking after the Gemora asked the question. There's 3 steps over here. We just explained what the Gemora is saying in the first step. In the second step, the Gemora is going to challenge this, and then the Gemora is going to say in the third step, Sof. So you have to go in steps in order to understand the process of analysis that the Gemora is engaging in over here. It's not so simple, mainly because I don't know what the second step is actually the question is. Let's try to understand the question again. But at this point, I believe that we're correct in the first step. Let's just see how we'll go to the third step as Hashem. We'll see what the progression of the Gemora's analysis is. Now, in the second step, somebody want to read the second step? Borach. Alan, you want to read?
Alan, it's on 90A1, the left-hand column, the third from the last paragraph. The Gemora objects.
This question is very difficult to understand what the question is. Rashi thought it was very simple because he doesn't have anything about it. Okay. That's the problem.
Requires to 98.1 objects.
Borach, if it's as you say, that the owner ran away, and we were therefore not able to judge the Dine Mominus case, even though we did judge the Dine Nefashis case, because at this juncture, the first step, we were assuming that he only ran away after the Dine Mominus case, that after the Dine Nefashis case was paskin. Now the Gemora has the following question. Yeah, Borach.
Two, three. So third paragraph on the left-hand column of 91A1. 91A1, left-hand column.
91A1. Okay.
And it's it's basically the middle of that left-hand column. The Gemara objects.
If the answer is that he ran away, so even if he did not check the case, he said, I knew.
Gemara objects. Bore, but if he fled, kilo do nuhu dine the forshos, then even if they did not try the ox for the capital case, hechi da minor lay dine more munos below or lean, how can they try it for the monetary case without the owner present? More answers. The KBO Sahav De Ubor Ra. Bryce refers to where the court accepted testimony while the owner was present and then he fled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Should you going on? Or not?
Let's try to digest what we have over here. You already have said, even though there's not too many words that you read, we already have to figure out what the Gemara is saying over here. So the Gemora's question, I think I got the Gemora's question now. The Gemora's question is that, look, you're telling me in the first step that we could even say it's going to come to Rabbi Akiva, and we're talking about that the owner ran away. Where did he run away? Oh, he ran away, Dafka, after the Dine Nefashis case was already paskin. They heard the testimony, they paskin the case, the animal's a shor nisko, and only then he ran away. And like that, we cannot judge the Dine Mominus case, says the Gemara. And we can go even according to Rebbe Kiva, because he's not there. If he's not there, we can't judge the monetary case. Okay, so on that, the Gemora is that's step one. And now the Gemora is questioning in step two, Iborach, if you're telling me the answer is that he ran away, so he lo danuhu badin nefashos, even in a case where the Bezdin did not din the din nefashos case yet. Heichi danin and lay badin mominus below bailim. How in any case can we judge a case of the Dine Mominus case if the Bailim is not there, the owner is not there? What's it have to do with what's it have to do with the Dine Nefashis case? We don't need to say that they judge the Dine Nefashis case. Why are you saying and only then he ran away? Even if they didn't judge the Din Nefashis case altogether, if he ran away, so that's why we can't judge the Din Mominus case. He's not there. Okay, that's step two. So now the Gemara's now we're gonna go and explain this Kabul Sahade Ubarach. Now maybe we'll be able to, Be'ez Hashem, understand this answer better. The Gemara is explaining now. The Gemara is explaining that the testimony was received. Now, Rashi says what we're in Dibra Mastil the Kabul Sahade. Rashi doesn't specify which negichos we received testimony on. Rashi just says al negichos. We received, the Bezdin received all the testimony on negichos, on gorings. So we're all jumping up and down and saying, but which gorings, Rashi? The gorings from the Din Mominus case, the gorings from the Din Nefashis case, one of them, both of them. Which negichos are you talking about? Rashi doesn't specify. Now, axiomatic, Rashi's not specifying because Rashi is saying, well, if you understand what we've been saying, I don't need to specify which ones. But since we don't know what's been going on 100%, we have a problem. So we want Rashi to explain. What are the possibilities? We got three possibilities. Either he's talking about the negichos of both cases, or he's talking about the negichos of the Mominus case, or the Nefashis case. So you got your pick. Now, presumably, if the Gemora is defending the answer that it just gave, the Gemora had an answer that we already have judged in the Nefashis case. And we paskined, and then he ran away. The Gemara says, why do you need to say that they already judged the Din Nefashis case? If he's not there right now, who cares whether they judged the Din Nefashis case or not? They're not able to judge the Mominus case because he's not there. So on that, the Gemara says, no, we've received the testimony on the negichos. So we're wondering, which negichos have we received testimony on? Now, presumably, my understanding is like this. What's the significance of the fact that they have received the testimony on the gorings? If they've received the testimony on the gorings, they've basically they now have all the testimony, and now all that's left for them to do is to do what? Is to judge make the verdict. So do they need that the owner of the animal is there at that juncture? This is what we're trying to work out. So like this. Let's try the following possibility. Let's say that they have received all the testimony on the negichos. That would explain why Rashi didn't specify which negichos, because he's talking about both the negichos that killed the person as well as the negichos that killed the animal. If we've received all the testimony, and then on both cases, and only after that, the owner of the animal runs away, at that point, the Beis Din, they should be able to render a psak and obligate the guy to pay money for the fact that his animal gored and killed another animal. They already received the testimony. But if they've already judged the Dini Nefash's case beforehand, now they won't be able to do that. And that's why we needed to say what we said in step 1.
It's 12.
Now we cannot judge the case of Buminus. What?
It's 12:32.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
The sentence kabel sachari over rach. The Bryce refers to where the court accepted testimony, and then he fled. Does that applies to that's still part of the second step, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
Yes, right.
That's the well, no, actually, I'm
Good.
understanding the second step is just the kasha.
Uh-huh.
And the kabel sahade ubarach is part of that's step 3 already. That's the Gemora's answer.
Okay.
That's the Gemora's answer. In other words, we're going to answer why we said in step 1 that we need to be talking about a case where they already did judge the Dini Nefash's case. Because that was the Gemora's question in step 2. Why do we need to say that they judged the Dini Nefash's case? If he's not there right now, so even if we didn't judge the Dini Nefash's case, we can't judge the Dini Mamona's case now because he's not there. He already ran away.
Mm-hmm.
And that the Gemora's answering the Kabul Sahade. And we're trying to defend what we said in step 1. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
I think he was very clever running away because he had avoided all this controversy.
Now you know why he ran away.
Yes.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank you very much.